A lot of action also going on in De Pere as well this weekend. The 28th annual Celebrate De Pere kicked off at Voyager Park. There's fun for the whole family, from inflatables and carnival rides to entertainments with musical headliners as well. Today, former Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley took the stage.
But we've got lots of entertainment going on all day. 2 stages of entertainment running all day, including some of the top area local bands. And then, of course, Kelly Pickler headlining.
And if that name does sound familiar, Kelly Pickler is from the Pickler and Ben show that you see right here on NBC26. Activities will continue on until Monday. Plenty to choose from. We'll be right back after the break with more news and weather. Stay with us.
And now, your NBC26 Storm Shield forecast with meteorologist Gino Recchia.
It was a steamer out there. Temperatures in the 80s and 90s with dew points in the 60s. It was very muggy and it was extremely above average for this time of year. 92 in Green Bay, 93 in Clintonville, 94 in Wapaka. We're not even in June and we are seeing some record-breaking heat. On Friday and also on Saturday, we have broken the records back in the 1978 for both Friday and Saturday. 89 yesterday, 92 today. Now for the forecast, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'm going with highs tomorrow and Monday for Memorial Day on Monday in the 90s. Looks like Tuesday will start to cool off, so we'll end the streak of above record-breaking temperatures. But just take a look over the next 7 days. We're going to be all above average. Our average highs for this time of year, they're supposed to be in the upper 60s and lower 70s. So if you're looking for any reprieve from the hot weather, we'll have to wait until towards Saturday to do so. Right now, 71 degrees. Winds have changed out of the north and northeast at about 7 miles per hour. Part of the reason why we had an outflow boundary that came through from some of those kind of fading away thunderstorms that once they build up, they come crashing down and all that cool air escapes and move down southward. And we're actually tapping into some of that cooler weather. 71, like I mentioned, in Green Bay. 56 though in Kewaunee, in the upper 70s along the Fox River Valley. So a big range in temperatures right now compared to depending on where you're located. And also wind flow pretty much variable, all different directions off the lake, along the lake shore, out of the south and southwest if you're farther inland. Now we should start to see those winds subside tonight and change out of the west and southwest later overnight tonight. But for the meantime, with the scattered showers and thunderstorms, we're going to be having some variable wind directions for the time being. Thankfully, no severe weather. The showers and thunderstorms this afternoon were mostly confined over parts of the Northlands where we had some heavier showers and thunderstorms, even some severe weather. Menominee County, Door County, they had some severe warnings. But now starting to see most of the areas start to quiet down with the coverage and the intensity of the severe thunderstorms, hence why we're out of the marginal risk. This afternoon, we did have a marginal risk of severe weather. Now zooming out, 2 systems have been promoting these showers and storms. Low pressure up to the north, down to the south. These are moving out of the area. We'll be in a quiet zone tomorrow before another risk of some light showers might move in here early on Monday for Memorial Day. But later in the afternoon, we should start to clear out. For tonight, very quiet conditions, and then for tomorrow, it's going to be a sunny day and a very warm one as well. Watch these temperatures rise up into the upper 80s right about lunchtime, and then into the lower 90s, depending exactly when that cool air from the lakefront comes in, but I think we'll get into the 90s before that does so. For tonight, cooling down to 67 degrees. Storm should be ending by midnight or so. Then for tomorrow, rising up to 92. A very hot day. Once again, we'll be breaking records. Cooling back down into the mid-80s by Tuesday and Wednesday, but Monday, another warm one. If you really want that cool weather, take a look at it. By Saturday, we drop back down to 72 degrees. More comfortable and more seasonable for this time of year. So it was only about a month ago that we were looking out our window when we had 2 feet of snowfall, and now we're going into 90s, 30 degrees above average. So what a swing in weather.
Welcome to Wisconsin. Plenty of times changed. All right, thank you so much, Gino. More news is ahead. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. He's 106 years old and the oldest surviving Pearl Harbor veteran. Ray Chavez traveled across the country from California to D.C. for the 150th Memorial Day ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. He says this weekend he's focusing on those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Chavez was a quartermaster stationed in Pearl Harbor at the time of the attack on Hawaii, living there with his wife and oldest daughter. A funeral was held for a Wisconsin Marine killed in World War II 75 years ago. 26-year-old Eldon Grimm of Menasha was one of the Marines killed during the Battle of Tarawa in 1943. His remains were found and were matched with his niece's DNA. Today he was buried with full military honors at Oak Hill Cemetery in Neenah.
You think about it, he was 24 years old. It's hard to think about it. 24 years old, he gave his mom a hug and walked out the door. And for 75 years, he didn't come home. We got to get him home.
And he's buried right next to his mother. Stay with us. Sports is next after the break.
And now, NBC26 Sports with Chris Pere.
Good evening, everybody. The 90-degree weather outside, nowhere near as hot as it was inside Miller Park. At the plate for the Brewers, a team that's taken some heat for not putting up enough run support in certain games. That was not the case today. Look who's thrown out the first pitch. U.S. Olympic gold medal curler Matt Hamilton. Outstanding curler. Not so great at pitching, but that's okay. Milwaukee fell behind 3-0 in the first. That would get erased awfully quick. The deficit is down, bottom of the first. Pere doubles down the left field chalk. Ryan Braun, Travis Shaw both come to the plate. Took 9 innings to get to 3-3 last night, only took 1 to get that score today. Brewers fell behind again 5-3, but the offense was going shot for shot, including this bomb from Jesus Aguilar off the scoreboard. 8th home of the year, it's 5-4. Later in the third, Tyler Saladino making the most of his call-up from AAA. A single up the gut scores Travis Shaw, and the game is tied again. In the fourth, the Crew get their first lead of this run-packed afternoon. It's courtesy of Christian Yelich. A triple belted into right field. Lorenzo Cain would score. 6-5 Milwaukee, inch along to the 6th. Eric Kratz making his Brewers debut, acquired from the Yankees yesterday.